Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Recovery Lab TV. My name is Chris. I'm your coach and sports therapist, and welcome to Thursday morning's upper body prehab class. Okay, so prehab is a corrective exercise protocol that originally was created before surgery. Okay, we found that if you do these on a regular basis, then effectively you don't need surgery in some cases. And for the healthy population, it also helps reduce injury risks and injury potentials in non-contact injuries. Okay, so wear and tear injuries, that kind of getting old, getting kind of old and dreary and all the rest of it. A lot of it is preventative. A lot of things that we can do in our training that we just don't know as a way to keep ourselves fit and healthy. All right, so this class is dedicated to that for the upper body, and tomorrow's class is dedicated to that for the lower body, so reducing injuries, wear and tear on the body. Then adding that with the earlier classes in the week, you're going to see a boost in your performance. You're going to see less aches, less pains, better posture, and better performance gains if you're a performance driven athlete. Okay, so good morning, hope you're okay. Say hello in the comment section, just like Brian is. You're not old, mate. Yeah, you're just peaking. That's what it is. You're already just getting started, mate. All right. So yeah, say hello in the comment section. If you haven't already, click that subscribe button. Give the video a little thumbs up. It means the world and helps us massively. The things you're going to need today are your mats, some little bands. Okay, by little bands, they're actually quite big. Little band like this just to help you activate and mobilize. Okay, you're going to need some wibbly wobbly balance cushions or boards or anything like that. If you have a Bosu, an Indu board, an AirX pad, if you don't have any of this and you're wondering what the hell I'm on about, then not to worry. Grab yourself a couple of bath towels, fold them up into a small pillow size, and then that will be your instability on your upper body and your wrists. Okay, and you're also going to need either a yoga block or a foam roller. Okay, but we can go as and when, right? Okay, so from there, what you're going to do, you're going to wind it over here. Okay, give yourself a bit of space around you just so you're not hitting anything. Okay, in an all four position, what you're going to do, you're going to stretch up, you're going to come around. Once you get halfway, you're going to rotate. You're going to come back around and touch the opposite glute. Okay, so your opposite side of your hip. Come back, rotate, come here, back down, swap sides. Okay, so the point of it is as tall as you can, rotating and working on that shoulder mobility whilst keeping the spine and neck nice and straight, nice and still. You don't want anything moving, and you want to imagine that there's a ceiling right above your back, that you're dragging those knuckles across. So that's perfect. Good, one more. Perfect. Now, if you can, grab that yoga block or a foam roller or just an object that you can use against your knee and against the wall. Okay, you may want a cushion for your back knee. Okay, you'll place that there. Now imagine I'm up against a wall in your house. Okay, so you don't have to use anything like this. What you're going to do, you're going to place your object against that wall. And you're going to place it against the lower half of your leg, not on the knee joint itself. It's actually on the opposite side of my calf. I've got a nice little right angle here. I'm going to place my arms just by there, just in line with my shoulder. and I'm going to rotate as best as I can, try and get my hand to the wall as I do that. Now, the reason why you're holding this object here is because naturally your knee will want to do that as you rotate, but the goal is to fixate the hip, draw the knee into that object as you develop the upper thoracic rotation in your upper back. Some of you are going to find it incredibly hard, some of you are going to find it incredibly easy, and some of you are going to find one side harder and one side easier. All right? So, arms up nice and tall, big rotation around, just like so. Good, perfect. Opposite side now, okay? Naturally, I'm going to spin around. Okay, again, make sure you set up that knee, that front leg in the right position. You want this knee, hip, and shoulder in line. Arms in front again, okay? And a big rotation. Just be careful if you're wearing any watches or any jewelry. You don't want to be smashing anything up against your walls. Good, one more. Perfect. Good. From there, what you're going to do, you're going to chuck the object that you're using in between your knees. You're going to lay down nice and flat on the floor. Okay. Now I want you to put your elbows out in line with your shoulder. So it's elbow, shoulder, across your collarbone, shoulder, elbow. Hands in a right angle. Okay. Then you're going to place your knuckles on the floor, just like so. Lifting the legs up so the knee is directly above the hip. You tuck your toes up. Okay, you're going to rotate to one side, going about an inch away from the floor. And you're going to come back up, back to the middle, then to the opposite side. Now the goal is to keep those wrists, elbows, shoulders down on the floor as you rotate side to side. Some of you are going to have a bit of tightness up in the rib cage. Some of you are going to find your shoulders lifting off the floor. The goal is to glue those down. If you can't go as low with your legs, it's not a problem at all. Good, one more. Perfect, well done. So chucking that down, if you can, what you're going to do is either use a band or some light weights, okay? But for the band, you can either tie it to an object like this, so a little bar, or something that isn't going to move, okay? It's really important that you do that, okay? Or you're going to use your legs and you're going to point your toes down and away, okay? Your arms are going to go in the position that they were just in, and you're going to draw back just like so. Now, I'm going to use this to keep my back dead straight, okay? So it's along my spine, keeping it upright like that, because what we have a tendency to do is curve our back and cheat a little. Okay, so if you have a wall in your house that you're going to use, by all means do so. Tip your toes down, puff your chest out, elbows in line with the shoulder, and draw it back, knuckles to the wall as you're there. Good. Good. Chuck that down. From there, again, you're going to come into this position. This time, you're going to draw one leg up. Okay, you're going to rotate that inside out, around, and back. Notice how I'm doing a lot of upper body work based on rotation in that upper back. The more you loosen up and create mobility in that upper spine, okay, it's because a lot of us are desk-driven individuals, stuck on our iPhones, iPads, laptops, computers, you name it, driving. We tend to reduce our upper body movement. We become very rounded, so swap sides. And what it has a lot of correlation with is lack of pelvic movement and control. That's it, big rotation. And it links with lower back pain, upper back pain. So the more you mobilize, the more you release it, the more you help correct it and strengthen it, the better. Good, one more. Perfect. Now, what I'm gonna do at the shoulder level, you can just hold it up against the wall as you draw out. Okay. What I'm gonna get you to do is grab that cushion again. Okay, and chuck it up so that outside leg is the one that I'm you're using. Okay. Now I'm gonna hold this. I want my spine to stay straight. I want my arm holding the band directly in front of the shoulder, and I'm aiming outside of the shoulder, okay? So it's directly up against that invisible wall that is against my back, okay? So from there, I'm holding here. I've got a bit of slack in the band, but not too much. I'm puffing out my chest and my spine is nice and straight, and I'm drawing out, keeping it in line. Imagining I've got a little table underneath here and a little wall behind me that I hit that wall every time, okay? So, big draw back, tap, big drive up. Good, okay? Good, well done. Perfect, good job. Swap this side. Actually, I'm going to chuck this on the other bar. If you can go straight in, just go straight in, okay? That's it. Nice strong right angle with that front leg. Don't allow that spine or upper body to move except the arm. Keep the wrist nice and strong. So nice and stable, it's not bent at all. Knuckles facing forward throughout the entire movement. That arm is dead straight as I do this. Okay, you're not bending the elbow, you're not kicking out. That works the triceps, not the shoulder. Good, one more. Perfect. Okay, now, if you can, and if you only have this band, okay, you're going to stick it along your feet. If you have some dumbbells, however, what you're going to do is use them. Same with some kettlebells if you have that. But if you have the band, you're going to stick it above your feet, like so, pull it to there and draw back like that. If you have a set of weights, then naturally, you're going to use those weights just like so. Legs as straight as you can, okay, elbows in line with shoulders and collarbone, okay, it's knuckles down, tapping the floor, back up, okay. That's it, almost there, keep it going. Good, from there, arms up nice and straight, okay? We're going to pull down all the way over, all the way back up, gluing that low back down up against that floor. If you're using a band, just pull it down like you normally would. Big deep breaths, keep gluing that low back down to the floor, okay? Two more. Last one. Good. From there, grab yourself a little drink if you need it. If you have any questions whatsoever, chuck them in the comment section, okay? Be more than happy to help and answer any questions, okay? From there, what you're going to do is grab your balance board. I've got a little new board that I'm going to be using, okay? So grab whatever you have available to you. So from there, set your boards up, even if it's just a stack of cushions. That's what I started on with before that, okay? You're gonna go from your knees, okay? Just to get the foundations ready, right? So regardless whether you can do a full press, unless it's incredibly easy and you have a lot of hip stability and shoulder stability and your body isn't moving at all, then drop to your knees for a minute, chuck a cushion underneath there, chuck some cushions and towels underneath here, okay? You're gonna make it wibbly wobbly, you're gonna draw your hip down, okay? So you're squeezing your bum, squeezing your abs, feet are in line, you're gonna come down to about an inch away and press up, okay? It's gonna be unstable. Your goal is to keep your body as stable as you can and press, okay? Now, a lot of people do press-ups wide, okay? Because it's been some myth that it's better for your chest and better for your arms and so on and so forth. Draw your shoulders back. You're meant to have a line from here to here, okay? It's meant to be down and not in this slouch position. If you're going here, okay, you're over-dominating a muscle, your traps, that is already over-dominated. You want to relax and draw it backwards, okay? So I imagine that someone is pulling my elbow back, okay? My thumbs should be landed where my nipples are. My elbows should be nice and tight. I brush the inside of my arm against that t-shirt as I press away, okay? So, keeping it nice and stable, nice and steady. All right, you ready? Go to 3, 2, 1, down, inch away, big press. Squeezing the bum, squeezing the abs all the way through as you're doing it. Notice how I'm nice and steady all the way through. Control. It's the same pace up, same pace down. Keeping the weight even in my heart, in my hands and arms. Good. 2 more. Good. Shake it out if you need to. Chuck some questions in the comment section if you need to. If you're finding that relatively easy, okay, you can progress to a full press, okay, but what I find is your bum tends to come up, you tend to over-rotate either side, and then you end up compensating in the shoulders, okay. Get your shoulder down, get your elbows back into this position, press properly using just the arms so you're not changing your body position to alter bar technique, okay? Right? But will that make sense? Okay? And the justifications, don't feel like you can't ask why we're doing what we're doing or what I'm saying doesn't make sense. If it's not getting through, then by all means, put it in the comment section. I'll do my best to explain it in a different way for you so we can learn and grow together, okay? All right? Don't ever be afraid to ask the person you're training or who's training you, right? So, directly underneath the shoulders, hips down, squeeze the bum, squeeze your abs, keep it tight, going in 3, 2, 1, nice and steady, big press. Keep it up. 1 more. Good. Nice and tall. Big deep breaths. Let me know how you do it. Doing amazing, right? Keep it up. Keep it going. Keep it nice and tight. Now that reason why you're laying on your back when you're doing the exercises earlier, and I'm saying tuck your hips under, flatten that lower back, because that pelvic tilt, reason why I get your legs up during, say, chest day, or where we were in this sort of row, you know, because it all transpires. Those core muscles aren't just your abs, okay? They're your hip flexors, your glutes, yes, your six pack, yes, your transverse abdominals, your obliques that allow you to bend, and then your rotated cuff. All of them encompass your core muscles, okay? The ones that keep you upright, your spine extensors, okay? They all encompass core muscle, okay? So the more you encompass them, right, and you'll find that in my sort of training, the way I like to train people, you'll see it more and more and more, and it'll benefit you more and more and more. There's method to the madness, guys. Okay, invest and you will see a difference. All right, going in 3, 2, 1, and go. Deep, strong press away, nice and steady. Good, keep balancing as best as you can, keeping that board as still as you can. Two more. Good job, well done. From there, chuck the pad out the way, chuck your balance board out the way. Let me know how you're feeling in the comment section, how you're doing, how you found that press up. And then jump on your mats for me when you get a chance, okay? From there, like we did yesterday, knees as well as your mat, Legs nice and flat, feet nice and flat, arms facing forward, stretching out as best as you can. Big deep breath. So from there, lifting up your right hand slightly underneath your left. Drop the shoulder down if you can. Good, gently swap the sides. So gently coming up, nice and tall, knees together. Arms on the back, puffing out your chest. Brilliant job, everybody. Well done. Good. So, thank you for joining me today. Hope you enjoyed today's session. Hope a lot of what I said made sense. If it didn't, don't be afraid to ask. You know, I'm not going to be offended. I just want to teach you. You know, that's all where I'm coming from. You know, so without questions, without feedback, I don't know necessarily what I'm saying is going in or in the right way. You know, so let's have that bit of communication. Let's have the feedback in the comments. You know, the more you invest in this channel, the more I can help you. All right. So thank you for being a part of today's session. Thanks for being a part of this community. If you'd like to be a part of this community, hit the little red box at the bottom, subscribe, give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed today's session. Hopefully you did. And say hello in the comment section. And thanks, Bri, for being my lone commentator this morning. I appreciate you, and I appreciate everyone else who's watching. Maybe you're on your TV and you don't have a keyboard, so I'm not offended. I'm just happy that you're getting involved. All right, so thank you. Hope to see you soon, and hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. If you're doing Swift, later tonight, 5:30, add me on Swift. Drop me a message on Instagram. All of the socials are on the About section, and I can add you into tonight's workout, okay? Have an amazing day, and take care, all right? See you soon.